It's been really fun to watch what the Pirates have been able to do, not only through the month of June, but the way they've started the month of July. And, Bob, over the last 4 games, these bats have continued to explode.
Oh, they sure have. That was a great offensive explosion that we saw in St. Louis. And my hope was that they could bring that home here in front of the home crowd so they could see the offense, especially the long balls. You know, that's something we've been doing a lot on the road, not so much at home. Well, last night they rang the pole twice with some shots. And the offense just exploded after that. Doubles, extra base hits just all over the ballpark. And they certainly brought that offense home last night in front of the home crowd. Last 4 games, those numbers are pretty incredible.
Pirates have homered in a season-high 10 straight. A.J. Burnett has won his last 8 straight starts. He's never done that before. He's going for 9 in a row and win number 10 tonight.
He's done it with everything this year. Some games good curveball. Some games he's still got that fastball, gets up there in the mid-90s. But he always has that veteran guile. He can go out there and win when he doesn't have his best stuff.
A.J. Burnett against right-hander Lucas Harrell tonight. Game 2 between the Pirates and the Houston Astros. It's a party atmosphere at PNC Park, and the Pirates hope to keep it going. Three Rivers Regatta going on. Lots of fun, not too far from PNC Park on the Allegheny River. And here at PNC Park, some good moments. Last night's game, hope to continue with more tonight as the Pirates take on the Astros in Game 2 of this 4-game series. A big walk-up crowd again tonight as the folks want to come out and see the Pirates, who start just a game back of the division-leading Cincinnati Reds. 7 games over 500. Rod Barajas, who was a late scratch last night prior to the game, is going to start tonight. He's been battling with a problem with his left knee after getting clipped by the Phillies' Jimmy Rollins on a play at the plate during the last road trip, but Barajas ready to get back in there tonight. Also, Back in a Pirate uniform, Gorkis Hernandez. He takes the spot on the roster of Jose Tabata, who was optioned to AAA Indianapolis today. Tabata was hitting .230 with 3 homers and only 11 runs batted in over 72 games. He had some issues defensively. Clint Hurdle saying today that he was not getting clean breaks on balls hit to him in the outfield, and he will go down to AAA and move around at different outfield spots and try to play every day, get more reps, try to work his way back to the big leagues. In the meantime, Gorkis Hernandez is back here and on the bench, and wouldn't be surprised to see him as a late inning defensive replacement. A.J. Burnett on the hill, looking for win number 10 on the season. He'll face Brad Mills' lineup. The Houston Astros look like this tonight. Jordan Schaefer leading off. The All-Star Jose Altuve bats second. Jed Lowry leads all Major League shortstops with 14 home runs. Carlos Lee in the cleanup spot. Scott Moore back at third. The left-handed hitter Martinez, Bogasevic, former Pirate Chris Snyder behind the plate, and Lucas Harrell, the pitcher, batting ninth against AJ.
Let's look at AJ's numbers. Excellent on the year. Brought to you by the Western Pennsylvania Chevy dealers. Everything in fine shape. We would love to get that record to 10-2 before the break. Double figures before the All-Star break is always a nice goal for every starting pitcher.
AJ Burnett uses his veteran presence here tonight, and AJ says sometimes even when you don't have your best stuff, you can find ways to get guys out. Behind Burnett tonight defensively in the outfield left to right, Alex Presley, Andrew McCutchen, and Drew Sutton finds himself out in right field again. Third base, Casey McGee. Clint Barmas at shortstop. Neil Walker at second. Garrett Jones at first with Barajas and Burnett. The battery tonight. McGee made a couple of nice plays last night. He was originally inserted in the lineup at first base tonight with Jones in right, but Alvarez was scratched. He's had some problems with his legs. He had some cramping Sunday in St. Louis. Had to leave the ball game late Sunday, and yesterday did not play, and today tried it out. Felt good enough, but as it got closer to game time, was not good enough to go. So the Pirates shuffled the lineup a little bit, moving McGee from first back over to third base, and Jones at first again tonight. Jones a big night last night. He went 4 for 5 with 4 runs batted in. And here we go. Burnett's first pitch to Jordan Schaefer misses for ball 1. 1-0 to Jordan Schaefer, .234 batter. Was hitting in the 8th spot last night for the Astros. Now moves up to the leadoff spot. 1-1 the count. Schaefer, a former Atlanta Brave, came over to the Astros last year when the Braves traded for Michael Bourne and the Astros center fielder. Strike 2, good location on that pitch from Burnett.
The Astros are definitely going through a rebuilding right now, as you see that pitch again. Fastball off the plate a smidgen, but got the call.
And he struck him out. Schaefer down on strikes, and that's the way AJ starts things off tonight against the Astros.
He got that good curveball. Has that back foot breaking ball, and Schaefer will go right over the top of it with his swing. You might think, why would you trade Bourne for Schaefer? Bourne is quite the player. Schaefer, an excellent defensive guy, but not nearly the offense you get from Bourne. Well, they're going through rebuilding, and they're trying to trim the budget, and you make deals like that.
Altuve, first ball, swinging ground ball to Barnes, and he throws out the All-Star second baseman. 2 gone quickly. How about our Rivers Casino tips to win tonight, Bob?
Well, it's all about the number 10. AJ hopefully tonight will get number 10. No, not hopefully. He will get number 10. And I think Garrett Jones are going to have another good night. He swung the bat great yesterday, a multi-RBI game. And you know what? We win tonight. We're 1 win closer to playing in the month number 10. We all know that would be October. Yeah. How about that? It's really a realistic goal on the horizon. The team is playing fantastic. The pitching is there, and the hitting is better than ever.
So Lowry takes a strike. Lowry 253, 14 homers, 33 runs batted in. And Lowry hitting a 2-spot last night, took an 0 for 4. Lowry is switch hitter. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lowry last year with Boston split time at shortstop for the Red Sox. Now here in Houston, the everyday guy. It's the job Barmes held last year. 1-1 to Lowry. 2 balls and 1 strike. Clint getting an opportunity to visit with some of his former teammates. Clint had a great second half of the year last year, hoping he can repeat that this year. Burnett's 2-1. Lowry fouls it off. Count even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Brad Mills, the manager for the Astros. His 3rd season and struggling through it this year.
Yeah, very tough year for him. As I said, they're very much in transition. They're trying to move Carlos Lee. They're going to be in the American League next year. They're going to think about coming up with a designated hitter.
Ball hit to left field. Late break from Presley. Dives. Won't get it. Just a late jump by Presley. Had he been able to get a good jump, he would have made the catch, but still a good effort to get to. And Lowry with a 2-out single.
It looked like he got the ball in his glove, and when the glove made contact with the ground, it jarred it loose. I think that's my first read. We'll get a real good look at it here.
Better look here.
Well, AGH cam. This will definitely tell the story. It just kind of got it on the heel of the glove, and that's why it wouldn't stick. I'll tell you what, that was a great effort there.
El Caballo, Carlos Lee at the plate. Swings and pops it up foul. Jones to the railing. They'll run out of room. Strike 1 to Lee. Lee's in the final year of a 6-year, $100 million deal. The Dodgers were trying to get him, but they ran out of patience with Lee, who has a partial no-trade deal. And he was hemming and hawing, and him and hawed too long, and the Dodgers pulled the deal off the table. 0-1 to right field. Drew Sutton a long run, and Sutton's not going to get it. That's going to be a double. That ball had a lot of hang time, and Sutton couldn't get underneath it.
Now, Sutton is not a pure outfielder. He is a utility guy. He doesn't have that outfield speed that you'd be looking for, and just couldn't quite run that one down. And that ball coming off the right-hand hitter's bat has a lot of slice to it. He is played just about everywhere position-wise.
Everything but center field, pitcher, and catcher. He's not played up the middle. He's played on the sides.
He is a true utility player.
2 on and 2 men out. The batter is Scott Moore. Moore had a home run last night, accounting for one of the 2 Houston runs. Did a solo shot in the 6th inning with 1 out off James McDonald. Ball and 1 strike. A.J. Burnett struck out Jordan Schaefer, got Altuve on the next pitch to ground to short. 2 quick outs. And Lowry, base hit off the glove of a diving Alex Presley in left field, and then Carlos Lee, a ground rule double. Strike 2 to Moore. Pitch down and in.
Same pitch they used to strike out Schaefer with.
Stopped by Barajas.
Barajas just going to get out there and smother that. Seemed to get his upper body leaned forward, so when that ball hits his chest protector, it goes right straight down. Doesn't go out in front, just goes right straight down because he's leaning over the top of that breaking ball as it hits the ground.
The same type of pitch. Barajas had to make the same type of play, but it goes as a ball this time. 2-2.
shift over. And not necessarily trying to catch that ball. It's just got that glove down there and covering up one of the areas that ball might be able to get to the backstop. Fort looking on, playing a lot of late.
Here's the 2-2 to Moore. Tap.
Staying with that breaking ball down and in. A tough little spot that AJ has gotten in here in the first inning, and just a little blooper to left, and then a high fly ball with some slice on it. Falls in fair territory is put him in a little danger here, giving up a couple runs early.
Donald struggled to get to the first last night, throwing over 20 pitches. This will be the 18th pitch of the inning for Burnett. He'll have to throw at least 19.
AJ's throwing some nice breaking balls up there at this point. You know, speaking of McDonald in his game yesterday, I thought that was a nice learning game for J-Mac. You know, he didn't have really great stuff, especially didn't have great command early in that game, first 3 or 4 innings. But he was still able to get through 7. He had 70-some pitches in the 4th inning.
Yeah.
But he finished 7 innings.
Struck him out. Put the 2-2 pitch right past the Astros third baseman. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left. Pirates bringing their bats to work next. How often are you going to see back-to-back home runs hit off of that? Like next to never. You may not see it again. Pirates lineup brought to you by Toyota. Presley leads off. Drew Sutton, their switch hitter, in there again tonight. 7 games with the Pirates, hitting .364. He's got 4 extra base hits. He's driven in 3. McCutchen in the 3rd spot, the National League's 2nd leading hitter. Jones, Walker McGee, Barajas, Barmas, and Burnett to face Lucas Harrell. Will Walker hit the 2nd of the back-to-back home runs, following up Garrett Jones last night. And Presley trying to bunt his way aboard, fouls it off.
Let's take a quick look here at the numbers of Lucas Harrell. It's the first time the Bucks have got to see him pitch. 1 complete game, 7-6. ERA is not too bad. Opponent batting average .255. And you were telling me earlier that he has a reputation of being a real quick worker.
Likes to get the ball and throw it.
It's what we like to see. It's what the infielders, outfielders, is what they all like to see too. You get that good defense played behind you. You work fast, throw a lot of strikes.
Presley was 2 for 5 last night, including his 3rd triple of the season. 2. Harrell is out of Springfield, Missouri. Former Chicago White Sox pitcher. Ran out of favor with then White Sox manager Ozzie Guillen, who cut him in spring training. Ground ball toward the middle. Altuve backhanding throwing, and he just gets Presley. Defensively for the Houston Astros, J.D. Martinez is in left field. The speedy Jordan Schaefer in center, and Brian Bogasevic, who got a workout in front of the Clemente wall last night, in right. Moore and Lauer on the left side, Altuve and Lee on the right side, with former Bucco Chris Snyder doing the catching. Bogasevic had to learn how to climb the wall last night. Learned about the chain link, how to extend himself a little bit, but it wasn't enough. Pirates just kept on peppering the wall.
Yeah, I thought all in all he did a pretty good job handling
considering
all that was going on out there. That's a tough surface to play. You have no idea what the ball is going to do, what you're going to hit if you jump up on it.
0-2 to Sutton. Taps a foul. Sutton began the year with Atlanta.
Clemente wall.
See that chain link that's in front of the scoreboard and in front of that area where the spectators sit right over the scoreboard. Bogasevic had to use it like the rung of a ladder at times last night. Down on strikes goes Sutton. 2 gone for the Pirates in the bottom half of the first. Lucas Harrell, 6'2", 209. He's 27. Astros claimed him off waivers last July 8th from the White Sox. Our Barrel Automotive league leader stat. Barrel driven to be better. And so is Andrew McCutchen as he is climbing the list. Right behind Carlos Ruiz of the Phillies. Tied with David Wright of the Mets. Melky Cabrera and Joey Votto now trailing Andrew McCutchen. McCutchen had his 5th 4-hit game of the season last night. Went 4 for 5. Drove in a run. Had 3 singles and a double. Scored 3 runs.
Well, you love the hand that he gets every single time his name is announced. Now the fans, the whole city, are really responding to the play of Andrew McCutchen, chanting MVP middle of the game.
0-1 pitch. When's the last time? I asked Steve the last question last night. When's the last time you heard MVP chants for a Pirates player around this yard?
90. Well,
first time
at PNC Park. Yeah, they have to go to Three Rivers.
Barry Bonds perhaps in '92. He had a good year in '92. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Another thing about McCutchen before the game, spent about 10 minutes signing autographs right after he did his sprints for the kids.
He does it every night. He's got a routine and he sticks with it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Base is empty. And 2 men out in the Pirate half of the first inning.
Harrell's showing a pretty good breaking ball at this point. Got a little sweep to it with a little downward tilt, and he throws it fairly hard.
McCutchen toward the middle. He's got to hurry. Lowry gloves, throws, and McCutchen is safe. An infield single for Andrew McCutchen. He's got his eyes on the league lead in batting average.
Yeah, you haven't seen too many of those kind of hits of late for him. He has been in such a groove that almost all of his hits have been a rocket somewhere. Well, this time he just hits a little chopper, but puts it in a great spot, and with his speed, forget about it.
Starts the night with a base hit. Garrett Jones has been on fire. 4 for 5 last night. And a swing and a foul tip into the glove of Snyder for a strike. Jones 9 for 20 with 2 doubles, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs in his last 5 games. 4 of those 7 RBIs coming last night. 6th all time at PNC Park with 38 home runs. Past Adam LaRoche, and now Aramis Ramirez next on his list. Ramirez 5th with 40 home runs at this ballpark. Jones snapped a 0 for 24 string against left-handed pitching that dated back to the 25th of August last season against the Cardinals' Mark Zipchinski. There's a slow roller to third with the bases loaded. Got a run in. By him. 91 miles an hour. Not a ton of velocity from Harrell. He got up about 91, 92 maybe. Uses that breaking ball to offset the fastball. Jones hitting .444 in 4 games against the Astros. Looks at a pitch outside, 1-2.
That was a well-placed fastball. He wants to just kind of show him that heater off the plate a little bit, and that was a little bit, just a couple of inches.
Jones awaits the 1-2 from Lucas Harrell. And they got it past him for strike 3. Harrell strikes out 2. Pirates get a hit, leave a man ahead of the second inning. No score at PNC Park.
Pirates Baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Chevrolet and their award-winning cars, trucks, and crossovers. By your Toyota dealer, where quality, dependability, and good MPG all come standard. Toyota, moving forward. And by Day Automotive. We're going to make your day. Let's go Bucks.
In Kutch, we trust. Andrew McCutchen with a hit in 5 straight at-bats for the second time this year. Top of the second, no score. J.D. Martinez leading off, the left fielder. Kovacevic and Snyder to follow, 6, 7, 8 in the Astros order. I think AJ would like to have a quicker second than he did in the first. Just inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. 10 career starts at PNC Park. A.J. Burnett is 6-1 with a 146 earned run average. Team has laid off that pitch.
Well, that's one of the things that we were talking about before the season when they acquired A.J. and what would happen. Would he be better than he was with the Yankees? And the fact that he wasn't going to have to pitch in Yankee Stadium and instead PNC Park was going to be a big factor. That certainly has come into play with the numbers that you just quoted. But this is a pitcher-type ballpark, and anytime you bring in a quality pitcher like A.J. Burnett from a hitter's ballpark, the numbers are going to be better. You can't ever hope for this transformation. I mean, this is tremendous to go from, what did he have, like a 5-something ERA last year to what he's doing now, but still the ballpark is definitely going to be a factor.
And AJ let that one go and let Neil Walker handle it for the out.
Just You know, I mean, another veteran type move. When you're out there, you don't even think about it. It's just a long time, you know, from experience. I guarantee there was a few times earlier in his career, I mean, his younger 20s, where he tries to snag those balls, knocked it away somewhere, got nobody out, and made the decision, hey, I'm just going to let those guys do the work behind me. Why should I try to catch those? You know, another factor that's going into it also that we talked about then was the change in divisions. You know, historically, American League East is one of the better offensive divisions in all of baseball. Been like that for a long, long time. And I don't think you can say that about the National League Central. And especially early in the year when we knew that Fielder was leaving, Pujols was leaving.
Two of the better offensive performers over the last several years. 1-1 to Bogusevic. On the ground ball up the middle. Walker gets to it. Did a good job just getting to it. Bogusevic with an infield single.
Couldn't quite get anything on the throw.
Bogusevic aboard. After going 0 for 2 last night, gets himself a hit here in the early stages of game 2.
You know, watching the replay, with Barmas cutting out behind him there, I think that takes one more bounce. Barmas would make that play and have a much easier throw. Not an easy throw, but easier than that.
Snyder takes a strike. They're sitting 183.
Those guys have to commute out there, or communicate like it's a fly ball. You know, say, I got it, you take it, that sort of thing, even on balls on the ground. Neil can't just let that go unless he hears from Clint that he's going to be able to make the play on it. Neil doesn't want to let something go on purpose.
Runner takes off, throw down by Barajas, and Bogusevic is in with a stolen base. His 8th steal.
Good throw by Barajas, right on the money. But as we've seen and we've talked about, AJ's not real good about holding runners on. He is very slow getting rid of the ball to the plate. Wow, that was a nice throw right there. A little on the late side. Barajas certainly did everything that he could possibly do.
1-1 pitch to Chris Snyder. Snyder missed some time while with the Pirates due to some back problems. Had some back surgery last year. But he's home now. Houston is his home. Went to the University of Houston. After spending a number of years in the Diamondbacks organization, coming over to the Pirates in a trade. A season and a half with the Pirates, and then now playing for the hometown Astros.
No.
Didn't go, says Phil Cuzzy. Snyder hitting 195 against right-handed pitching this year. 15 out of 77 against right-handers. Splits time behind the plate with Jason Castro. Castro getting the bulk of the catching time. 3-1 to Snyder. Miss by it. What'd that miss? High?
I don't think it was outside. I mean, I was watching straight down from here. It looked like it had the plate. Got to be high.
It's a strike.
Yeah, it's a strike, but I mean, I'm sure he called it high.
Yeah.
Had tons of plate.
Jerry Davis calling the balls and strikes. The crew chief for Cuzzy at first. Manny Gonzalez at second. Greg Gibson, who was behind the plate in game 1 last night. He's the third base umpire. Second straight inning, the Astros have had 2 men on.
Dave Clark wanting to have a meeting with his pitcher.
Now Lucas Harrell is a switch hitter. He'll bat left-handed against the right-hander Burnett. Not too many of those guys who pitch and switch hit. Hitting 154 as a right-handed hitter, 200 as a lefty. He's 3 for 15 left-handed. A little square to bunt. That's a strike. Balls and a strike to the Astros pitcher. Next year, the Astros won't have to send the pitcher to the plate unless it's in an interleague game on the road. They're headed to the American League West, which the move has met with mixed response in the city of Houston. The bunt placed nicely down to third, and that's going to be no play for Casey McGee. Turf got him.
I'm not sure he would have been able to make a play even if he hadn't have fell. Watch Casey. How quick did he come after that? Fairly fast. It was a small hesitation, but not much. When that ball's put on the ground to that side, you got to give up the bag. We're in a pickle now, aren't we?
A conundrum.
Bases loaded.
One man out on the top of the order, Jordan Schaefer, who struck out swinging his first time at the plate up there, and he drives in the game's first run, maybe two. Sutton will come up throwing. It'll be cut off. Snyder will be held at third base. Doesn't run particularly well. So Schaefer, the first pitch he sees from Burnett in the second, makes it a 1-0 Astros lead.
Schaefer didn't want to get behind that count. Remember that real good breaking ball that he struck out on. He didn't want to see one of those again. I think he went up there just thinking, I'm going to hit the first straight thing I see. Get it put in play, and was able to get it to the outfield pass.
Jose Altuve after Schaefer with the RBI single. Altuve at the plate, base is full.
Yeah, that's not the guy you want. That's their best hitter, really. But they don't get a ground ball.
Altuve's grounded into 5 double plays this year. 303 average. Grounded out nice and tidy to the shortstop, Clint Barmas, in the first inning. AJ could use that same ground ball right here. Didn't get it. Fly ball to right, drifting back Sutton. This will get Snyder in. Altuve with a sacrifice fly and a run batted in. 2-0 Astros.
Impressive piece of hitting by Altuve. He committed himself to go the other way so he could lift that ball in the ground. He knew the last thing he wanted to do was hit a ground ball to short and let AJ get off the hook with that double play ball. See, just committed. Definitely, that was even a breaking ball. Smart piece of hitting.
Two men out. Shortstop Jed Lowry at the plate. First and third. Switch hitter bats left-handed. Runner takes off. And Schaefer's going to pick up a steal. That's his 19th. Harrell going nowhere. Now another man in scoring position.
You see the difference? The huge difference is something small had on this inning, not getting it out on the sacrifice bunt. The Altuve fly ball. I mean, that's the end of the inning. Yeah, and it's 1-0. But because of not being able to get it out on a sac bunt, you're in danger of maybe going down 4-0 with another base hit here.
In the air to shallow center. On comes McCutchen. He calls for it. And McCutchen ends the inning. 2 runs in on 3 hits and 2 left for the Astros. this Friday. It's a free shirt Friday. All fans receive a Pirates t-shirt thanks to Trip Total Media. Come early for a block party on Federal Street before the game and enjoy local live music and food. For tickets or to see all of the Free Shirt Friday designs this season, visit pirates.com/Free Shirt Friday. It's a 2-0 Astros lead. Go to the bottom of the second inning here at PNC Park. Regatta going on outside. Bad news for the Cardinals and pitcher Chris Carpenter. His season is done. Allegheny Sports Medicine injury update. He's got the compressed nerves on his shoulder that have been bothering him and have sidelined him since spring training. So surgery the option. And Chris Carpenter will not pitch in 2012. Pirates looking to get a couple of runs back. A.J. Burnett at home this year has not given up more than 2. And he's right at his limit right now. Neil Walker's been very, very good over the last week plus. 419, 4 doubles. He's driven in 7. Had a home run last night, climbed it off the right field pole. First pitch was over the outside part of the plate for a strike. You can get scouting reports, Bob, but until you've actually faced the guy before, and the Pirates have never faced Lucas Harrell, is there an adjustment period? Second time, third time through, maybe?
Yeah, for the pitcher also. He's never seen any of these guys. He's watching how they react to what he is throwing. He's learning about how the different guys hit in different scenarios. Runner at second, nobody out. Altuve, for instance, the way he committed to hitting the ball in the air the other direction in that bases loaded situation. I'm sure that AJ will put that in the back of his head. Everybody is, you have a young hitter, old pitcher, or vice versa, feeling each other out and making mental notes. Nothing can take the place of that. Nothing at all. And all the video in the world, scouting reports, anything. You got to know what that guy's trying to do to you in certain situations. And even that will evolve over years. Pitchers evolve, hitters. A scouting report of what you did against James McDonald last May might not do you a whole lot of good right now. Different pitcher. Baseball is a game of uncountable variables.
Hard to play the games on paper.
So why I always say you got to play them for 6 months, 162 games. It's the only way to decide who's best.
2-2 delivery. Walker fouls it off again. Parrot's always busy. How to make friends and influence people. Walker down on strikes. Third strikeout for Lucas Harrell. Now, Harrell is coming off his first career complete game shutout win over the Padres. 27th of June. It was a 1-0 win for the Astros.
Oh, he really went to work away. Anything that was inside was well off the plate inside.
He leads all National League rookies in innings pitched also.
So now Walker definitely is going to be thinking about that at bat, what he did to me, how he stayed away. The entire at bat just showed me way inside for balls. And now Walker's going to have to make an adjustment his next time up. It'll be interesting. We need to make a note to see which way Walker's trying to hit the ball next time. My guess is he's going to be thinking left center field.
1-1 to Casey McGee. Now it's 1-2. And Harrell just taking the ball back from Snyder, stepping on the rubber and throwing it. He's pumping in strike after strike. He has struck out 3 of the 5 batters he's faced in the game so far. Fouled off. Took the Pirates a while to get going last night. They didn't do anything to the 4th. The McCutchen had a leadoff single, then Jones a 2-run homer, Walker a homer. McGee followed that up with a double, and Barmes an RBI single. 1-2 pitch, and he went. 4th strikeout, 3rd in a row for Harrell.
Well, last night we saw a little adjustment. First time around, second time around, third time around. Pirates really got better and better and better. Well, let's hope that that's the case tonight, because they're not looking too good this first trip through the lineup.
Jordan Lyles from last night seemed to be cruising through the first 3. Did give up a triple in the 3rd, but Presley would be stranded, and then the 4th and 5th may have caused him to have some nightmares last night.
Let's just hope that's the blueprint for tonight. Pirate lineup can do some damage now that they've had a look.
2-0 to Barajas.
Good to see Rod back in there. I was glad to see that nice strong throw into second base a while ago. Able to get up out of that crouch with no problem with that knee of his. Well, that one 94.
Reached back for it. Here in the 2nd inning, Harrell putting a little more on it. 3 balls and a strike now to Barajas. Rod thought he could go last night. The plan is for Rod to try to go in back-to-back games until his knee feels better, and then get him a day. McHenry will be at the ready, and they've got Eric Fryer, the 3rd catcher, just in case. He's here for insurance. The Pirates needed some insurance on Sunday afternoon, but it wasn't behind the plate. They needed a left fielder, so they sent Fryer out there for the end of the game. He had to come in and pinch run.
Not the ideal scenario, but ran out of players. He had to get that outfielder's glove on.
Payoff pitch is popped up to shallow left. Lowry is out. J.D. Martinez calls him off. Pirates gone in order. We're through 2 full at PNC Park. Astros 2, Pirates nothing.
And Astros. Have an idea, if you're checking us out at home, you want to get on Game Connect, the greatest stats you'll ever find. Plus, how about asking the announcers some questions? There, you're looking at it right now. We're tweeting throughout the night, have great conversations with your friends. Give us your opinion on the game. Ask the announcers their opinion of the game. Game Connect, the coolest way to watch the Bucks. Guys?
Thanks, Paul. It is a real neat secondary screen experience. So you watch the game at home, you've got your iPad or your laptop or whatever device, your tablet, whatever you want to use to get on Game Connect. Go to rootsports.com. Click on the Game Connect tab and you'll be connected directly to this game in a lot of ways. Carlos Lee takes ball one. He had a ground rule double in the first inning. A.J. Burnett's 1-0 pitch. And there's a strike.
You get A.J. on a little bit of a roll now. The pitch count of his back in better shape. He's throwing 41 already.
1-1 to Lee. Outside, 2-1. Hey, Coach. Dave Wannstedt here at the ball game tonight.
It's a nice evening, that's for sure. Come out. See the Bucks. Boy, after last night, what a game that was. I'm sure a lot of people are sitting at home seeing that thing. I'm going tomorrow. It was quite a game.
Comes the 2-2 to Carlos Lee. To the right side foul. A.J. Burnett will have one more start before the All-Star break. That'll be Sunday against the Giants. You might say, well, why didn't A.J. make the All-Star team? Even if he did make the All-Star team, he wouldn't be able to pitch in the game because he is scheduled to go Sunday. And a base hit to right field.
There he goes.
Sutton throwing a second, and in with a double is Lee. Good thing for his right hand.
Well, Sutton just couldn't get a whole lot on that throw. I think he had some problems with his footing. Second time we've had a Pirate defender not be able to set the feet to make a throw. A couple of doubles for El Caballo. He came hard right out of the box. He was thinking double the entire time. He was going to push the envelope. Oh, the old hook slide. Sutton looked like he kind of twisted his ankle maybe a little bit as he tried to make that throw. I didn't know that Caballo could still gallop like that.
And that's going to be extra bases.
Gallop home.
Scott Moore into second base. He's got an RBI double, and the Astros have now taken a 3-0 lead. The most number of runs A.J. Burnett has given up at PNC Park this year. 3.
Yeah, he's not happy right now. When Barmer's throwing back the ball at the mound, he caught it barehanded with his pitching hand. He's a little upset right now. This game not going his way. A couple of unlucky things have happened. And you can almost say that that's one, that ground ball right down the line. Could be a different score, but it's not. You got to deal with it.
Strike to Martinez.
Yeah, with nobody out too, this is a great opportunity to score another run. Anytime you have a man at second, nobody out, with that lead-off double is what you're kind of looking at. Those more often than not lead to runs. He's got his work cut out for him.
J.D. Martinez made a base running blunder in the 4th inning last night that perhaps cost the Astros. They left the bases loaded in the 4th, but while at second base and a ball hit the deep right center, he didn't tag up.
Same scenario right now. If he was to hit a ball, fly ball to right field, Moore has to go back and tag up.
Martinez fouls it off. And certainly Martinez heard about it from Brad Mills. And it's not the first time we understand Martinez has made some base running gaffes. He had one in Chicago against the Cubs in the recently completed series at Wrigley Field. Third base coach Dave Clark was not exactly pleased.
Don, I wouldn't want Clarkie to be displeased with me either. I know him pretty well, and that's not good.
He's a former boxer. 1-2. And if you make mistakes like that, he might become a boxer again. He might come out of retirement.
He's a little older now, but He's still very intimidating. One of my favorite ex-teammates. Great personality. He's somebody you want in your foxhole, that's for sure.
Swing and a miss, and down goes Martinez.
Martinez unable to move the runner. Martinez is doing his best to try and hit the ball the other way, but couldn't get the job done. You see the rotation on that ball with the AGH cam. Good location, down and away. Kind of a little bit of a teaser to a hitter that's trying to hit the ball that direction. You show it to him out there, but you keep moving it a little further where you know he can't reach it.
Strike one to Bogusevic. Oh, and one to Bogusevic.
Pretty good spot right there. Got that 94-mile-an-hour fastball up and in after getting the strike with the off-speed pitch. AJ has been in these situations before where things haven't gone well early. He definitely realizes this game is still way up for grabs, but he's got to get tough right now. He's been as far as he can.
More off of second base. Going down and in on him. After giving up the run, A.J. Burnett has come back to strike out Martinez, and now Bogusevic. He'll face Chris Snyder, the catcher.
He really pitched him tough. Fastballs up, breaking balls down and in. I wonder how good A.J. would be if he had all this veteran knowledge that he's collected over the years, and then give him that arm he had when he was, say, 22, 23 years old, throwing the ball in the upper 90s. Of course, I guess
a lot of pitchers would like that.
Every older pitcher probably thinks like that. What if I knew then what I know now? And
you've had that thought, haven't you?
Could still throw the ball at great velocity.
Pirates walk Chris Snyder to get to the pitcher, Harrell. Well, reaching a one-base hit last time to load the bases in the two-run second inning.
We'll try and use Harrell as a little escape hatch to get out of the inning.
On the Budweiser bow tie bar, section 101. Right field.
Getting to be a very popular gathering area for the fans. It would be really awesome for this homestand. You look out at the river, see what's going on out there, all the races, the regatta, and turn and look the other way, you got the ball game.
Yeah, great views, both sides. Lucas Harrell at the plate. Switch hitting pitcher. 2 on, 2 out. Burnett has had no fewer than 2 base runners on each of the first 3 innings. Come back. AJ will take care of it. Run comes in on back-to-back doubles. 2 men left. They're having a great time tonight in the Budweiser bow tie bar. They'd like to score to change. 3-0 Houston. North Penn video subscribers from the Mansfield area of Tioga County. Thanks for watching and rooting for your Pittsburgh Pirates. All of us at Root Sports and the Pirates appreciate your support. Let's go Bucks.
That's way up there.
Glad they're on. Well, I guess that has other uses.
Teething.
Nice
thing. Chew on right there. I guess he's probably a little old for teething.
Not too old for the parrot.
He's
though.
not.
He's always
Parrot's
teething.
always teething on something.
He teethes everybody.
Oh, what a great day at the ballpark. That cotton candy, that looked good, didn't it?
Concourse is full. A lot of folks
There it is.
here tonight.
Doesn't that look good? You know what? I would think that would be real silent to eat that on the air. Nobody would hear it. I think we could get away with that.
Spoken like a man with experience.
I think we could get away with that.
I mean, you haven't already?
I don't know if I've ever had cotton candy on there. But I'm going to put that on the bucket list.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's right here. Cotton candy.
Cotton candy in the booth.
Air must do.
Well, I think we should ask Brock, because I'm sure he's done it.
I'm a traditionalist, old school. I might want the pink one, though, the pink cotton candy.
Farmers fouls it off, and it's 0-2. You think that's enough? If you had the choice of only blue, would you take it?
Yeah, I would take blue.
Okay. Is that enough, or do you need more? Because I don't know if one's going to do it for you.
No, I think one's fine.
Because you put it in your mouth, it just melts.
Yeah, I know.
There's nothing left. You just put it in there, and it's gone. It doesn't look as
I've had
fluffy.
cotton candy. I know how it works, but it's something that reminds you of your youth, going to the county fair, that sort of thing. I love cotton candy.
Going to the dentist.
Stuff's the best. Got the little stick. It just disappears, like you said.
It's amazing how thin the whole presentation gets. 2-2 to Barmes. He strikes out. And this Lucas Harrell has been impressive so far in this ball game. He has 5 strikeouts.
Doing it with the breaking ball here. It spots that fastball 93 just off the plate. Great control with this pitch. You say the White Sox gave up on this guy, huh?
Yeah, Ozzie Guillen wasn't too happy with him. Actually cut him first round of cuts.
My guess is he wasn't pitching like this.
Well,
He's looking pretty good right now.
This was last year. In fact, a quote from Ozzie said, quote, "This guy is kind of a goofy guy, but the right way. Very fresh. I like that. He's very confident. He's not arrogant. He's a confident kid." And he's showing a lot of confidence here.
Showing some pretty good control right now. He's just painting that outside corner to AJ.
But he said that about him late in 2010, but in March of 2011, it was a different story. And Ozzie Guillen said that he should be disappointed in himself because of his efforts in spring training. Jay Burnett down on strikes, and that is strikeout number 6.
Snyder never had to move the glove an inch during that whole at bat. It didn't matter either, fastball or breaking pitch. Snyder's gloves right there. Boom, there's the ball right there. Look at that little cluster off to the right.
Well, Buccos need to find a way, and they got to start getting to this young man. Second time around for Alex Presley. He grounded out to the second baseman Altuve to start the Pirate half of the first inning. 2 men out, bases empty, bottom of the third, 3-0 Astros. Astros with 7 hits off of Burnett. Pirates just 1 hit.
You know, I'm a glass half full guy, so here's the positive thing. Facing a guy with great control, if you can figure out how he's going to pitch you, you know where the ball is going to be, because he's not going to miss. He's not going to be that effectively wild type pitcher. If he's going to work you outside, that's where the ball is going to be. If he's going to work you inside, you know, okay, I got to look in because he's hitting the spots. It's a silver lining for the day. Right
Always,
there.
right? You always find it. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Alex Presley.
Hey, I'd like to say a happy birthday, a real good friend of mine, Debbie Johnson. Debbie, if you're listening, I know it's a day late, but sorry about that. Make it up to you. Happy birthday, Debbie.
Also, to Don and Mary Helper, happy 70th wedding anniversary. They're from Fayette County, and they watch every single game.
70. Wow.
70th anniversary for Don and Mary Helper.
Send them some cotton candy.
Yeah. 2-2. Strike 3.
Look at the control. Just painting on the corners.
Boy, you got to be kidding me. What a job by Lucas Harrell so far in this game.
Three to nothing. Saw a good friend of ours, Dave Wannstedt, in town for a wedding. How are things?
Everything is great. I tell you, sitting here, I actually got some peanuts. Watching the Pirates. Pirates got it going a little bit. We just flew in, my wife and I, and we're going to be staying with the Janisons and wedding Scott Turner, who was on my staff. North's son is marrying a girl from Pittsburgh this weekend, so it's going to be a good week.
And camp opens soon. How are the Bills going to be?
You know what? I'm excited. You know, I'm kind of cautiously optimistic. I think we're going to make a little noise this year. We've had a great offseason. Guys are working hard. We've added some good free agents, some good draft picks, so we'll see what happens.
Now, you know this is the year the Bucs finally finish over 500 and make a run, right?
I hope so. I'm pulling for them. I tell you what, after today, I'm going to have the fever, the Buck fever. I'll be watching them back in Buffalo.
David, it's such a pleasure to catch up. Thanks for the time.
Always great to get back home. Thank you.
All right, guys.
All right. Thanks to the coach. Jordan Schaefer leading off, and he'll try to bunt his way aboard. Burnett will grab it and throw him out. One gone. Well, Scott Turner used to be on his staff, was a college quarterback at UNLV and learned under John Robinson, the Hall of Famer.
Just got in town, couldn't wait to get to the ballpark. I like that.
Right to the park.
Yep.
Bag of peanuts. Yep.
No cotton candy.
Not yet. Jose Altuve with one out at the plate. Takes up high. He's got a hit today and an RBI. I beg your pardon. A sacrifice fly and an RBI.
He's a
Jordan Schaefer had the hit.
Good looking young player, isn't he?
Hard to believe, but he was in the Futures game last year. And then came up to the big leagues after the All-Star break and did nothing but hit.
Well, we heard about him. I can remember a couple years ago, Dave Clark talking about him and saying, hey, he's only 5'5", but this guy can really swing the bat. Dave, he knows his baseball players. He was right on with this one.
Two-0 pick for the right side, and it's Going to be trouble. Altuve will head to second base. Sutton drops it, so it'll be a double. Altuve with his first hit tonight and his 19th double of the season. Fourth double A.J. Burnett's given up on the ball game.
Yeah, right field seeing a lot of action again tonight, but it's Houston hitting the ball out there, not the Pirates. Pirates wore out right field. That was 24 hours ago. Sutton trying to cut it off and see what he could do as far as making that throw into second base. A little spin move, but couldn't find the handle on the ball.
Altuve in scoring position. 1 out, 3-0 Astros. They have 8 hits on the board now. Broken bat base hit. Altuve is going to get waved home. Sutton's throw is cut off. It's 4-0. Second hit for Lowry.
Everything they're hitting right now, just either a hard hit ball that's in a good spot, no line drives at anybody, or a little soft stuff, following the holes.
The Pirates really can't afford to get too much farther behind.
You know, it looked like AJ was trying to move one of the outfielders just then. I don't know which one he was pointing at. Something you used to see a little bit in the old days, pitchers moving guys around, but you never see it anymore. But it certainly looked like after he checked to see who had the ball on a comebacker, he waved to one of the outfielders trying to get him to move toward the right. I couldn't tell if he was looking to center or right field, though.
Carlos Lee has hit everything over there tonight. It's 2 for 2, pair of doubles.
Watch right here. He's checking to see who he's got now. He looks. Oh, he's looking to right field. He's looking out toward where Sutton is, telling him to move over, take the line away. Probably going to be trying to pitch him away, and he doesn't want a ball to get shot into that corner. Thank you, Ricky.
Amazing, huh? Things happen this way. Strike to Lee. You know, we just mentioned it. We talked about it when on the road trip. You know how we mention things and they just show up. So I got the blue.
I want you to notice what color I got.
No, you got the pink one. Yeah.
Traditional cotton candy color right here. Now we're going to test the silent.
All right, you let me know.
No, you let me know. You got the headphones on. Can you hear that?
Can't hear a thing. It's like stealth eating.
That's so good. Well, you're the play-by-play guy. Get to work.
Well, I got this to worry about now. 1-1 to Lee. Chris Resop now has gotten up for the Pirates in the bullpen. Strike call. We are in the top of the 4th inning. Action in the Pirates bullpen already. Bob's working hard, but you'd never know it. See, if the camera didn't come on, Bob, they'd never know that you were chowing down on pink cotton candy tonight. I wouldn't mention anything. Bottom of the ball wide of third.
Well, I forgot how good this stuff is. This is remarkable.
I want to keep this as the reserve tank just in case you get a hankering for some more.
I'm not having blue.
No?
One's enough.
No blue? Steve's jealous, I think. He doesn't have any cotton candy. He's looking at the monitor saying, oh, those guys get cotton candy and we got nothing. 1-2. Ground ball to short. Barmas surrounds it, throws to second for 1. Back to first. That's a double play. Well, the run comes in for the Astros. 4-0 halfway through 4. No runs, 1 hit for the Pirates. Did you find another use for that?
It's a telescope.
Telescope?
I can see Resops is sat down in the bullpen. You know what?
You focus with that?
I found another. I thought a real good use for this stuff also besides heating it. Yeah. You could use this to
insulation, maybe.
You can insulate your house with this.
Yeah. Okay.
In fact, I think I have some of this in my attic. Oh. I haven't ever tasted it, but it looks the same.
It's Pink Panther stuff. I think everybody's got that in their house. And here you are eating it. Drew Sutton, 1 ball, 1 strike. He struck out in the first. Lucas Harrell struck out the side in the third. He's had 2 strikeouts in the first, 2 in the second, 3 in the third, 7 in the game. Ground ball toward the middle. That's going to get through for a base hit. Time for tonight's AT&T Mobility Trivia question. The Pirates have 10 straight games with a home run. What is the longest home run streak in franchise history?
17 games.
You say that with authority.
Oh, I know the answer.
Okay. Well,
wasn't I not supposed to? You asked me. So
oh no, I'm just asking. Well, we're asking.
Wanted me to wait.
We're asking the folks at home too. You could have strung it out. You've done this once before.
I forgot. I'm on a sugar high.
I guess you are. Cotton candy got you. Andrew McCutchen has hits in 5 straight at bats. He's 1 for 1 tonight. Second time this year he has had 5 straight at bats with a hit.
Harrell is he's pitching great right now, but the way the offense has been working of late, 4 runs might not mean much once they start clicking.
Well, you got to get the first one first, and the rest usually will follow.
We fell behind, I think, in St. Louis with a 3-0 roll early in the last game, and I think it was the Fort hit a 3-run homer, made it 4-3. I mean, it was that quick. 4 runs up in 1 inning.
McCutchen to right field and deep. Get up. This ball is gone. Home run for Andrew McCutchen. 6 straight at bats with a hit. McCutchen home run number 16. It's 4-2.
One swing from that man. Lead is cut in half. What a player.
RBIs 53 and 54. He has just tied Jay Bruce of Cincinnati in the RBI department. Good for 5th in the league.
Pitch was away. Takes it away with authority.
And now the chance around PNC Park of MVP. Sure about Carlos Ruiz of Philadelphia, who's in action at New York tonight against the Mets, but Andrew McCutchen may have just taken over the league lead in batting average.
The pitch was away. He just goes right with it. Head of the bat to the ball again, and that just didn't climb over the edge of the fence. That was good 7 or 8 rows up.
2-2 to Garrett Jones now.
He really generates so much torque with his upper body. The first couple years, I really thought that he was too much of a pull hitter to do what he is doing now. But he has made an adjustment coming into this season. And it's not a pull hitter anymore.
He doesn't try to pull all the time. He'll hit him up the middle and hit him to right.
He is realized, as Garrett goes down on strikes for the 2nd time, that especially here at PNC Park, he can do tremendous damage to all fields. Look at Snyder's glove. It's right there where he wanted the ball. He set up on the outside corner. The pitch was right there. Now base over the fence.
Pirates have now hit a home run in 11 straight games. Walker will take ball one.
Clint Hurdle he's had some great players, great hitters, both as a manager and as a hitting coach. It'd be interesting to see a little quiet time on the side where McCutchen, where he was ranking. And even thinking back to some of the great hitters that he played with back in the early 80s.
George Brett, for example.
It would be interesting to see Hamilton in Texas right now, who is definitely at least one, if not the big gun over in the American League right at this moment. And he had guys like Larry Walker in Coors Field when they were putting up those huge numbers year after year. They can all be as good, but I can't imagine anybody being better right now than McCutchen is. What a month of June he had, and he's not slowing down here in July.
Ball and 2 strikes to Walker. Lucas Harrell winds and the pitch. And a broken bat. Foul ball. You mentioned 11 straight games with a home run. Now it's been since 1994 that the Pirates have gone deep in 11 straight games. It was during a 13-game streak from June into July. In fact, that 13-game streak ended this day in 1994, July 3rd. At 11 straight. Pirates have out-homered their opponents 17-8 in their last 21 plus games played here at PNC Park.
Season ended early that year.
94.
Yeah.
29 Bowser blasts. 1-2. And Neal goes down looking. Lucas Harrell piling up the strikeouts.
He's doing it with great control of both the breaking pitch and his fastball, and some pretty good velocity on it. He's just having a great night, except for Andrew McCutchen.
He's just tied. Harrell has his career high in strikeouts with 9 that he set a couple of starts ago against the Cleveland Indians. Casey McGee fouls it off.
Harrell might be one of those guys that used to hear the old baseball saying that maybe this guy just needs a change of scenery. He likes being in this Astro uniform.
2 outs, 1 ball and 1 strike. Andrew McCutchen, a 2-run home run this inning.
He likes being in the National League.
Maybe that's the case. Base hit for McGee. 3rd hit of the inning.
I mean, if you're a switch hitter, you got to like pitching in the National League.
Absolutely.
Because you're proud of hitting, you enjoy hitting, or you wouldn't go to all the trouble to be a switch hitter. McGee has been playing great defense and hitting very well of late. Mashed that ball into left field. With McGee and Jones, both hitting the ball well right now. Alvarez also, showing that power that we like to see from him, and his contact getting much more consistent. Those 3 things had to lead a little bit into today's decision to send Tabata back. You got to get those 3 guys in the game at the same time.
The bats have been working,
and you run out of positions.
Barajas to the left side, and he's got a base hit. Pirates, like last night, finding some offense in the 4th inning. 2 on and 2 out.
Barajas puts this one in the perfect spot. Like about a 4 hopper. Lowry had the glove ripped off.
Rolled over his wrist.
Wow, that looked uncomfortable.
Lowry seems to be okay. Doug Brocail, the pitching coach, comes out to have a word with Lucas Harrell. Andrew McCutchen, a 2-run home run this inning. He now has 10 home runs with runners on base, which leads the National League. Josh Hamilton leads the majors with 14. Adam Dunn is second with 12, both in the American League. So McCutchen hits in 6 straight at bats. Last guy to do that, Alex Presley, last season. 2 on, 2 out for Barmes. Shot foul and out of play. 0-1. Barmes struck out swinging in the 3rd. Last night had an RBI single in the 4th inning. There's a 204, 4 homers, 20 runs knocked in. Knocked up, shallow right. Here comes Bogasevic. He'll make the catch. Pirates leave 2, but they get 2. Sutton with a base hit. He was driven home by Andrew McCutchen, who is now the National League's leader in batting average, passing Carlos Ruiz of the Philadelphia Phillies. Kutch with home run numbers 16, RBIs 53 and 54. Bucks on the board, trailing the Astros 4-2 after 4 innings.
Pirates Baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Barrel Automotive. We're driven to be better. By PNC Bank for the achiever in you. And by Chevy Cruze, which offers EPA estimated 42 mpg highway. Let's go Bucks!
4-2 Astros. Andrew McCutchen, a 2-run home run. He's now the current leader in batting average in the National League. And Gorkis Hernandez comes out to play left field. Just recalled from AAA Indianapolis today. Jose Tabata was optioned. Second stint with the Pirates this season for Hernandez. And a guy that Clint Hurdle called one of their best defenders in the system. But he's a great defender, gets clean breaks on the bases when he runs, and probably has 2 of the team's best highlight reel catches this year in a very short period of time with the Pirates. So in the left field, Gorkis Hernandez to start the 5th. Scott Moore, the 3rd baseman, leads off. RBI double and a strikeout, 1 for 2.
one of the variables that we're going to have to deal with in the second half of the season if we really get serious about postseason play and staying in the hunt right to the end, is dealing with injuries. And it's become very apparent to everybody that things like that happen through the course of the season. They're very apparent of late. Had to deal with Barajas missing a lot of time with a banged up knee. He had a little scared with McCutcheon in his wrist. Alvarez banged up a little bit.
Alex Presley earlier in the game with this dive off on a hit by Jed Lowry. It looks okay. I'm trying to find out if it's just a defensive replacement midway through or hopefully nothing more than that.
I don't think you would replace Presley defensively. He may be he's not too far underneath any of those other guys out there. He can go get them. Well, it definitely has to be something else for Presley to leave the game right now.
Presley, we're told, not in the dugout at the moment. 1-1 pitch to Martinez. It's 2-1. They got a real pitchers duel going on in Milwaukee tonight. The Miami Marlins leading the Milwaukee Brewers 12-11 in the bottom of the 10th. It's a nail biter.
Yep.
Still a one-run game though. Hot shot to Barmes. He one-hands. Throws out Martinez. 2 gone for the Astros in the 5th. Barmes, a one-handed shortstop. We were talking about this the other day, Bob. We're in the days of AstroTurf when a lot of teams in the National League had it. It seemed like most of the shortstops one-handed it.
That's for sure. That was the style. You didn't see anybody use 2 hands on turf.
Burnett pitching to bogus 7. Was it just because they knew they'd get the true hop all the time?
Oh yeah, it's a little bit easier to get a little longer look at the ball. Field it off to the side. Always get that same hop. Jay Bell used to dislike McKechnie Field greatly. He would always say, I cannot wait to get to Three Rivers. The infielders love turf.
1-2 to bogus 7. He struck out swinging last time up. Singled and scored in the 2nd inning. 1-for-2 for the right fielder for the Houston Astros. Here's the 1-2.
Anyway, strikeout pitch right there with that hard breaking ball down and in. That really is the bread and butter strikeout pitch most of the time for AJ. That right there. Let's see if he changes his mind. Yep.
Throws him. For the first time tonight, a clean inning for A.J. Burnett. 4-2 Astros. She may have caught bucko fever.
I think she has a serious case of bucko fever. Number 22 fever.
Our AT&T Mobility trivia question tonight. Pirates have now homered in 11 straight games.
But I already gave the answer.
What is the longest home run streak in franchise history? 13 games, 1994. What'd you say, 97?
I said 17.
Oh, 17 straight. No,
I forgot that they're speaking just in the modern era.
Oh, I see.
That threw me off.
I see. Jay Burnett up there. He struck out in the third inning. Burnett to the right side. Carlos Lee will step on the bag, out number 1. AJ's 0 for 2. How about Lucas Harrell tying a career high with 9 strikeouts? Struck out the side in the third, 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 3 in the third.
Very impressive.
2 more in the fourth.
I mean, he's had no flaws right now. He's shown excellent control, command. I guess that's kind of a modern day word that gets used for control inside the strike zone, being able not just throw strikes, but put it in a certain spot in the strike zone, and that's been big with him so far. The command, and he's been able to not only hit spots but do it with the breaking ball, the fastball. Showing some good velocity. Hernandez, it's his first crack at it.
Hernandez, the comebacker. 2 out. Quick work so far to get to 2 outs for the 27-year-old right-hander. A lot of K's in the book. A couple of them backwards, too. It's a way to do it. More people need to do that. A lot of folks, I think, would find the game more enjoyable if they scored along with it. Sutton is 1 for 2, who has scored a run. Singled in the fourth and then rode home for free on the home run by McCutchen. 1-1 to Sutton. Sutton knows what it's like to be on the road and at home. And even here at home, he's on the road. Broken bat roller to the left side. And that's going to be trouble for the Astros as Harrell threw it off the back of Scott Moore.
You know, Moore wants to know, what are you doing taking the ball from me in the first place? And then not only did you take the ball from me, you turned and hit me with it.
Well, you don't see this every day. Ouch.
No, you don't see that every day. We had a word for that in the old days. It's not applicable anymore.
No. Can you say it?
No.
Okay.
Wow.
Figured.
You know, that's got to be about as rare as the back-to-back home runs off the pole.
Brad Mills, the skipper of the Astros, coming out to check on Moore, see if he's okay. You know, earlier with A.J. Burnett letting balls go up the middle, let the infielders play them, and as you get to be a veteran player, older player, you start realizing what you can and can't do, what you should and shouldn't do as a fielder, and that certainly was something that Harrell shouldn't have done. He should have let his fielder field the ball.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a seam, too. Look at that. Third baseman is right there to make the play, and he steals it from him. And now what's he going to do with that? He's sliding on his knees. He's going to try and make a throw. Pow! Take that.
He's shooting an unarmed man in the back. That's just not fair.
Well, I'll tell you. That's a very interesting play, too, when you think who's coming up.
A red-hot Andrew McCutchen. 2-run home run last time. He takes ball 1. National League's leading hitter currently at .359.
It's kind of a little bit like April. Andrew's the offense.
1-0 to McCutchen. 2-0. Bottom of the fifth, 4-2 Astros. They got 2 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 more in the fourth. 3-0. Harold being very, very careful with McCutchen.
Show some respect right there. This is the way that you wonder why doesn't McCutchen get pitched like this more often? He is definitely staying away from him. Okay. I don't agree with it, but okay. Is it a strike? Oh, yes, it was. My bad.
Got the bottom of
Sorry,
the
Jerry. Jerry and I always see eye to eye, too.
McCutchen, a ground ball to short. Lowry will flip onto Altuve. And will take care of the Pirates in the fifth and ends a string of 6 straight at bats with a hit for McCutchen.
That we saw AJ pitch Bogusevic at the end of that last inning. Watch the bat of Bogusevic. Doesn't even hardly move on this breaking ball. Saw it all the way. Well, that tells AJ he's got the breaking ball covered. Saw him go fastball inside 93. Lock him up. That's veteran pitching. When you see a hitter not take the bat really off the shoulder at that breaking ball, see it all the way, he's got it covered. No, that means he's being defensive. He is waiting a long time to pull the trigger. That tells you the inside is open if you got some heat. He put it right there at 93. Got the call for strike 3.
Chris Snyder has walked twice, scored once. One of his 2 walks was intentional. Well struck deep to left field. Gorkis Hernandez on the run. It's off the base of the wall. Hernandez will retrieve it quickly. Nice throw to second base. Almost got him. What a throw by Gorkis Hernandez. Man, he make that a close play. Snyder's probably the most surprised man in the room.
Snyder's thinking, where did that ball come from? Played the rebound very well. And here is a strong throw. Look at the accuracy of that ball. Right on the back. One hopper. Wow. Walker almost got him.
Corner infielders are in now as Lucas Harrell will square to bunt. There's a strike. Leadoff double for Chris Snyder. Gorkis Hernandez. Strong defensive play.
You've got a slow runner. You're down by 2 runs. This might be a time to take a shot at third if it's a poor bunt.
Strike 2 to Harold.
Most of the time, especially early in the ball game, just get it out. But when you're behind later in the game, you got to take some risks sometimes. And you have a runner at second base that's not very fast. It's going to take him a while to get to third. If it's a poor bunt, right back to the mound, bunts it hard to first. You might, even though it's a tag play at third, you might have to take a shot at him.
One ball and 2 strikes, and now Dave Clark will summon Lucas Harrell. Tell him what he wants him to do here. Look at Clark wears out a path. There's a coach's box for a reason, but
Dave's rarely anywhere near it.
He's never in it. Fouls it off. So the verbal sign was swing away. Harrell has had some experience with the bat. He'll square to bunt here. We'll see if he'll pull the bat back or not. 2-strike count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pulls the bat back. Now he squares again. And he bunts it toward third. Nicely placed. McGee late to first base. I'll tell you what, those are 2 excellent bunts by this kid who's having himself a night.
Now that one didn't get very far out on the grass. I think Rod might have to make that play. Let's watch it again and see if I'm right. How far into the grass does this ball actually get? You know, to be honest with you, that bunt is in no man's land. That is a great bunt.
2 bunt base hits.
You tip your cap to that one.
And now AJ in a little bit of trouble here. Runners at the corners and nobody out. Activity in the Pirates' pen again. And the leash on AJ Burnett's going to get shorter here. Snyder scores. Rysop up for the 2nd time.
Rysop will be ready very quickly since this is the 2nd time. It doesn't take long once you've been up. Yes, he did. You could even hear Jerry say on the swing.
It's nice when they don't keep it a secret.
Jerry, one of those long-time National League umpires. Made that transition when they combined both groups.
0-1 to Schaefer. Base hit. And Snyder's going to come home. It's now 5-2. 2nd RBI single for Jordan Schaefer. 3rd hit in the inning off Burnett.
That's twice Schaefer's hit that ball that direction.
It's going to do it for AJ.
Well, a little breaking ball down and in, not far enough. And it looks like the string of consecutive victories for AJ is going to end right here.
Burnett's night is done. Pirates down by 3 runs. on 6 hits for the Pirates. News on Alex Presley earlier in the ballgame. Jed Lowry lifted this one to shallow left. Presley had a late break on it, and as he came in, had a collision with the ground. And he has left the game due to concussion-like symptoms, based on this play right here. That is why Gorkis Hernandez came in the 5th. Presley going up to the clubhouse. Manager giving him a pat on the back, saying, all right, take care of it. Now Hernandez came in the 5th. That's his 2nd inning in the outfield. And here's Chris Resop taking over for A.J. Burnett.
Well, he certainly has to hold the fort, down by 3. And he's come in very tough spot.
Well, 2 on, nobody out for Jose Altuve, the 2-hitter in the order. Altuve has doubled and scored. He also drove in a run with a sacrifice fly back in the 2nd inning.
And somebody other than Altuve would think they try to move the runner. Well, looks like they're going to do it even with him. I was going to say they might think of moving the runners along, but probably not with a 300 hitter up there. But that was the decision. He definitely was squaring around trying to sacrifice. AJ, I'm sure, not happy with tonight's events. That string had to end at some point.
On each of his last 8 starts prior to tonight. Pirates would like to do whatever they can to give him a no decision. That's the best he could get. Altuve lays the bunt down. Barajas grabs it. Throws to first with Walker covering. Get the out there. Sacrifice 2-4 on the putout.
Now there's a ball that was even further out on the grass than that last one, and Barajas did get to it and was able to throw out a very fast runner. What do you think, Tim? How far is this ball further out in the grass than the other one? I think so.
I think the other one was a little further down the line, maybe closer to the line, but not
as far
as distance. Not
yeah,
much
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Is distance from home plate. The direction doesn't really make any difference. It's how far from the plate it is.
Lucas Harrell, 2 successful bunts tonight for base hits. 2nd and 3rd, 1 out, infield in for Jed Lowry. Nothing in 1-2 Lowry, who is 2 for 3. Drove in a run with a 4th inning single, scoring Altuve, who doubled with 1 out.
Sounds like a lot of home runs to have with just 34 RBIs. 14.
A lot of solos.
Yeah.
Well, the last shortstop for the Astros to have 14 homers in a season was Miguel Tejada. Club record, Dickie Thon, 1983. Safe as Harrell going after the pitcher down there.
They always pick on the pitchers.
I was going to say Dickie Thon had 20 in 1983.
Anytime there's a pitcher on base, he is really scrutinized to see if he'll make any mistakes. He thought they might be able to get Harrell. Tell you what, that's a pretty good job getting back to the bag. He's in foul territory. Excuse me, I'm in fair territory. The reason they do that, you lead off in foul in case you get hit with the ball off the bat, but then as you're going back, you want to get in fair territory to mess with any kind of throw being put down your way. The last thing you want to do is hit the runner when you're throwing the third. Depending on the carom, might be giving up a run.
High fly ball to right field. Harrell's going to tag at third. Sutton with a catch. Here comes Harrell. Throw goes through. He will score the 6th run for the Astros. 6-2. Sacrifice fly by Lowry. And a bunt base hit. And twice Harrell has tried to sacrifice and has turned it into a base hit. Trying to give himself up. He was safe, and this time he comes around to score. Schaefer goes down to third on the play. That run charged to Burnett. Second RBI of the night for Lowry. Carlos Lee with a runner at third and 2 down. He's had a pair of doubles in the game. Takes a curveball for a strike.
This will be the second game of the season where AJ would like to have a mulligan. He looks at his stat page. He'll have 2 games. Total 18 earned runs.
To the right side and out of play. And you go back to that game against the Cardinals on the 2nd of May. 2 2/3 innings, 12 runs. And prior to tonight, in his other 12 starts, posted a 2.05 ERA. He allowed more than 2 earned runs on just 2 occasions. But tonight, allowing 6. Still has another duck on the pond. Schaefer is his responsibility. Line shot at Walker. And we'll stop at 6. Through 5.5 at PNC Park. Astros 6, Pirates 2. Daughtry live in concert this Saturday after the Bucks host the San Francisco Giants at 4:05. See these rockers perform all their hits like Home. And it's not over. It's also an Eaton Park Scratch and Win Saturday. All fans receive a scratch card good for prizes from Eaton Park. Tickets are going fast. Get yours at Pirates.com today. A great night Saturday here. Starting at 4:05, early start. 6-2 Astros. Go to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Let's need some hits. This holiday portion of the summer. Tomorrow, Independence Day, 4th of July. It also marks the exact halfway mark of the season. Tomorrow will be game number 81 with 81 to play. As we head into the All-Star break at the end of the weekend, Sunday, the A.J. Burnett's next start. He will take on the Giants' Tim Lincecum. And it's off for a few days. Garrett Jones leads off against Lucas Harrell.
That'll be a test for this Pirates offense when the Giants get here. They are really pitching well right now.
Barry Zito, Ryan Vogelsong, and Tim Lincecum, the 3 Giant pitchers who are scheduled to face the Bucks. And Jones deposits one into center field. Let's go downstairs to Paul Alexander.
Well, guys, obviously a very special day today as we celebrate the 4th of July, but our military appreciation broadcast, very, very special. Special guests that have been in Afghanistan have returned home. We're going to go live to some very remote locations. It is going to be a very, very special day. Looking forward to bringing that to you.
That's going to be very good. Some Skype interviews live. Those are with police operational mentoring liaison team from U.S. Air Force, U.S. Army, 100 miles west of Kandahar in Afghanistan. So airmen from the 379th Air Expeditionary Wing deployed in Southwest Asia. Multiple family members from a number of the groups who are in attendance. Also, Mike Shanks, Pittsburgh firefighter who's just returned from Southwest Asia. We'll hear from him. Very big day tomorrow planned here on Root Sports to celebrate Independence Day. And we say that Mike just got back. How about just getting back yesterday? He'll have serious jet lag when he's here at the ballpark tomorrow. Takes a few days to let that wear off.
It definitely is going to be a great afternoon.
But what a way for any American who's been abroad, especially Americans serving our country, to be involved in a baseball game on the 4th of July. 1-1 pitch. And Walker to left field, a base hit. Harry Pat's starting to wake up now in the 6th inning. Back-to-back base hits to start the inning off against Lucas Harrell.
8 base hits now for the Pirates, just 2 runs. Need to come up with some big hits now. And last night it seemed like that's all they were getting with big hits. Hitting the balls over the fence, off the fence, extra bases everywhere. That's what we're looking for at this point. We need 4 runs and we don't have a lot of time. Need to get it in a hurry. He's got 95 pitches. If anybody is interested, it used to not be that big a deal, but boy, you got to talk about it nowadays. Very important. You get close to 100.
Pitch count's a big deal.
Everybody's going to be looking to make a change. It's not like that's okay. It's 100, you're gone, but they like to limit it. 110, 115, and that's if you're really cruising.
Walker now 1 for 3. Jones at second base. He's also 1 for 3. Nobody out, 2 on. The batter is Casey McGee. McGee is 1 for 2. He singled in his last at bat in the 4th inning. Struck out swinging back in the 2nd.
Schaefer is shading him a little bit into right center, which means that left center gap, the deep one, to 410 next to the bullpen, that's open for business. You see Schaefer in center field. He's moved over probably 15 feet or so.
McGee pounds it foul.
McGee was really wearing out right field in last night's game.
He wasn't the only one.
No, but I mean, he was one of the main culprits, and I'm sure that's a little bit of the reason that they're trying to take away that right center field gap best they can.
Bogusevic probably had dreams of a 21-foot high wall behind him last night. And Snyder was thinking about throwing down to first base, but fumbled.
Recovered his own fumble.
They got stats for that too. 1-1 now to Casey McGee. 2 on, nobody out. The pitch. And McGee puts it behind him, foul and out of play.
Need the big hit.
Tying run is in the on-deck circle. On Barajas.
Ron's got some big hits for us.
1 ball, 2 strike pitch coming from Lucas Harrell to Casey McGee. 2-2. McGee's hit .333 against the Astros in 5 games this year. And he and Jerry Davis having a bit of a chuckle over something.
Makes it look like Snyder maybe wanted to just give Harrell a little bit of a rest right there. Just a little bit of a breather. He works so quick. And sometimes as a catcher you want to call time, slow things down, and let him catch his breath.
2-2. That's to left field and down for a hit. Jones going to get waved home. And he is in. Casey McGee with an RBI base hit at 6-3.
That away, Casey. Hit the tying run to the plate. Take a look, see how Casey did it. That was a very important big at bat in this ball game. Fouls off the fastball upstairs. That was the one that was fumbled. Came inside on his hands, got a piece of it. Looks like everything they're trying to do is work him upstairs. Then they got one down about mid-thigh, and that's when the head of the bat went to it. The mark of the Zoltan.
Brad Mills comes and gets the starter, Lucas Harrell. 3 straight hits in the inning. Chases the 27-year-old right-hander. Pirates down 6-3 in the 6th. Great seats, great view of Casey McGee's RBI base hit. 3 singles to start the inning. Jones, Walker, and now McGee. McGee's hit chases Lucas Harrell. And now Fernando Rodriguez on. He pitched last night. And the Pirates got 2 runs on 3 hits off of him last night.
Not very pretty when you look at his stat sheet. 667 earned run average. Wow.
Well, the Pirates have an opportunity here. 2 on, still nobody out. And now they're into the bullpen of the Houston Astros. Looking to come back. Pirates have come back in 20 games this year.
There's nobody out right now. You almost feel like it's an absolute must if you're going to win this ball game to at least get 1 more run out of this inning. Get to within 2. But of course, you're hoping really to take the lead here and tie the game up. There's not that many more outs left in the game. Strike while the iron is hot.
Rod Barajas standing in against Fernando Rodriguez. First pitch from Rodriguez to the Pirate catcher. Called strike one. Josh Harrison, the bat in his hands. Barnes up next in the pitcher spot after that. Nothing in two to Barajas. 93-mile-an-hour fastball. He's hunting fastballs most of the time.
He's trying to tie the game up with that swing. 2 strikes. I think he might try and cut it down a little bit now, get a little more defensive.
Juan Cruz warming up for the Pirates. It stays alive.
Didn't cut it down that much, did it?
No.
Fell across home plate.
Pedro Alvarez with a bat in his hand as well and a helmet on his head. He's still recovering from sore legs, getting cramps on Sunday in St. Louis in his legs. Hasn't started since. Was in the lineup but scratched tonight late.
Get that potassium up there.
0-2 the count. Barajas watches it outside.
That one would have got me. That's a pretty good little breaking ball just off the plate after some good hard 94-mile-an-hour fastballs. You just have to be amazed that big league hitters can do what it is they do up there. You really think how tough it is.
Oh, fooled him. And Rod strikes out.
You got the blink of the eye to make up your mind on whether you're going to swing or not. And then once you decide, then you got to get the bat from there to the hitting zone before the baseball gets there. Now in this instance, the bat got there too soon. It was in the zone and out of the zone before the ball.
Pedro Alvarez will be the hitter. He'll pinch hit for Clint Barnes. Pedro with 8 RBIs over his last 3 games. Did his second career grand slam on Saturday in St. Louis. 15 home runs for him. And this one pretty grand on Saturday afternoon.
Well over 400 feet. 430 something.
Since the 16th of June, he has a National League leading 19 runs batted in. And over that time, he's tied for 3rd in the majors with 7 home runs. So looking for one good swing here from Pedro. Walker is the runner at second base. McGee at first. 2 on, 1 out. Pedro taking a good swing early, but missing. A little hair on the fastball from Rodriguez. 94 miles an hour.
Make him get that one down. About mid-thigh, inside half. You won't miss that one.
Now it's 0-2. Foul ball. Runners will have to go back.
This ball had a lot of cut on it. Now the way Snyder went after this, it's not a foul tip. Yeah, that shouldn't have been a foul tip. Snyder doesn't run after the ball and then call time if that's a foul tip.
Right.
He does it because he knows that was a swing and a miss.
And Barry Davis, home plate umpire, put both hands up indicating dead ball, foul tip, and the third base umpire Greg Gibson followed suit and sent the runners back. One and two to Pedro. This one gets away. The runners will move up this time. And now 2 men in scoring position for Alvarez.
Now the runners now are where they're supposed to be. Even though Snyder was able to block that, it got away to the first base side. Not always move them up. It gets them. If the ball goes that far, except on the other side, nobody can go anywhere. But when it's away from the third base bag, you can always take an extra 90 feet.
The 2-2. Full count. Runners in scoring position this year. Pedro hitting .246. Looking for a good pitch to drive here. Second and third, one out. One run in this inning. 6-3 Astros. And the payoff to Pedro from Rodriguez. Hit a long way down the left side, but that's foul.
Didn't quite have enough juice to make it to the pole anyway. Lucky that he got in the stands. Got another shot at it.
Harrison on deck. And Pedro awaits the 3-2 pitch from Fernando Rodriguez. By the way, the grand slam on Saturday was also on a 3-2 pitch.
The battle going on.
Alvarez pinch hitting for Barmes in the bottom of the 6th inning. 3 straight hits to start the inning. I chased the starter Lucas Harrell. Barajas, the first batter against Rodriguez, struck out. Now the payoff coming to Pedro Alvarez. Up the middle, base hit. That'll get 2 in. Walker scores. Here comes McGee. And El Toro comes through with a 2-run single. It's a 1-run ball game at 6-5.
That's right. The Z up there. That was a battle. 8 pitches. Comes away a winner. And this is one of the good things that you're seeing from Alvarez as he just fights, tries to lay off the balls that are upstairs, those fastballs up high, tries not to chase them. If he does get one up there, he fouls them off. There's one upstairs, he fouls that off. Finally gets one that's down a little bit, base hit through the middle, and that is the difference. More consistent contact from Pedro. It's not just strikeout or home run. He's starting to pick up the batting average also with the long balls. Getting the balls put in place so they're finding some holes. In this case, picking up a couple more RBIs as he adds to that total. It's really growing fast.
Well, pinch running is James McDonald. McDonald running for Alvarez. Alvarez has had the leg issues the last couple of days, so Ben Hurdle not taking any chances with the legs on the base path. So McDonald, one of the starting pitchers out there. Pedro's got to feel good about that at bat. 1-0 pitch coming to Harrison. Popped it up right side. Carlos Lee might have a play. Just out of his reach.
Got off the glove. Couldn't quite get it in there far enough. Watch the very tip of the glove as he reaches in. You'll see the ball just carry him off the end of it. Oh, AGH cam, that'll show right where it hit. think arm's a little too short. He's one of the real long first baseman's like.
Probably just what he's thinking now. One out and one on. James McDonald at first base represents the tying run. Down to third base. To second for one. And HOU beats it out. The fielder's choice. And Josh Harrison keeps the inning alive using his legs.
Always tough to get the around the horn double play with somebody that can run a little bit. He tried to maybe influence the call a little bit as he comes off the bag and makes it look like, okay, yeah, we got him. First baseman will always try to do that. If quicker they get their foot off the bag, the early it looks like that throw arrived in the glove.
Gorkis Hernandez second at bat. He's 0 for 1.
Not cheating. They're just trying to get a little edge.
Well, in baseball, if you're not cheating, you're not trying sometimes.
Different levels of cheating.
Would you agree?
Differently, yeah, there's different levels though. Some of it is okay, you know, you look the other way. Some types are really frowned upon. But that's one where, you know, first baseman tries to come off a little early. That's one that's been going on forever. Try to fool the umpire.
Hernandez, little dribbler. He is out. Pirates end up with 3 runs on 4 hits. And the biggest of the 4 hits, a pinch hit, 2-run single for Pedro Alvarez. And the Pirates now in a 1-run ball game, trailing 6-5. The ladies in attendance, they know the secret handshake. Day Automotive this day in Pirates history. July 3rd, 1987. Bobby Bonilla, the first Pirate to homer from both sides of the plate in a 6-0 win over the Dodgers at Three Rivers Stadium. July 3rd, 1987. Day Automotive, we're going to make your day. Josh Harrison remains in the game for Clint Marmison plays shortstop. And the new pitcher is Juan Cruz. Now a 6-5 Houston lead. Pirates have climbed to within a run.
Got to continue to shut Houston down. Maybe not continue to shut them down, but to shut them down. They have scored every inning but 2.
Cruz hits in the 8th spot. That's now the pitcher spot in the Pirates batting order. Harrison came in batting 9th, and that's where he stays at short. By the way, those runs batted in for Pedro Alvarez as a pinch hitter, the first of his career. First career pinch hit RBIs. Scott Moore, third baseman, takes high and away, ball one. Pedro now 4 for 14 as a pinch hitter. Short night at the office, but effective. 1-0 pitch to Moore. 1-1. Alvarez can be a game changer. We've seen him have his ups and his downs. On the last couple of road trips and the homestand in between, Pedro has done a very, very good job in terms of driving in runs, hitting home runs, and even hitting for average a little better. 2-1 to Moore.
Up and in action.
Trying to give Moore a close shave.
Good look at that baseball. This is a big inning for the Pirates of Cruz. It's so important to get a 0 on the board. If you can, do it real quickly. Keep the momentum you got going. Get back to the bat rack at the middle part of the order, coming up in the bottom of the 7th. Big inning. Leadoff hitter.
2-2. 3-2. Cruz working a full count against the first hitter he faces this inning, Scott Moore. JD Martinez to follow, then Brian Bowe to 7. Payoff pitch from Juan Cruz to Scott Moore. Got it.
Off speed, the full count. Moore way out in front. He's hunting fastball. He swings, and the ball is nowhere near getting there yet. Beautifully done. Using that full count in your favor. Getting that hitter back into an aggressive state of mind where he's going to fire out there after a fastball, and you don't give it to him.
JD Martinez is over 3 tonight.
So if we get to the top part of the bullpen, it's pretty well rested out there, isn't it?
They are. They are. You know, you look at Grilly and Hanrahan. They have not worked in a game since Thursday. Did not work at all in the St. Louis series.
I've seen those two since Philly.
They should be very well rested. Brad Lincoln should be rested. Tony Watson. 1-1 to Martinez. Bases empty, 1 gone. 2-1. Cruz struck out 2 of his 4 batters in a scoreless inning of work Sunday in St. Louis. And he's been scored upon only twice in his last 10 games. Cruz began the season with 11 straight scoreless innings over his first 12 games work. Actually picked up a save against these Astros, his 3rd save of the year on the 12th of May. It's a career high for him. He's never had 3 saves in a season before. Two balls and 2 strikes to JD Martinez. It's grilled cheese time. Everybody likes grilled cheese.
Getting close. Above the bullpen. The grill in there. Sitting down, ready to heat up the grill though.
Just missed 3-2, so full count again.
Cruz wanted that one, Grilly. Watch the strike zone on the side. Ooh, that was a nice little paint job. perfect pitch. Outside corner, right at the knees. Yeah, one thing for sure, Cruz is not afraid of throwing something besides a fastball on 3-2 counts.
He trusts his stuff.
Yes, he does. He trusts that control for sure. He's a believer that he can throw for a strike.
Jones will toss to Cruz. 2 outs in the top half of the 7th inning. Cruz will now face Brian Bogusevic. So he gets the first 2 Astros he has to face. Up first Pirates game.
Well, hopefully we can make it a winner.
He's all dressed up for it. Maybe a little eye black. Should have had some eye black on. That would have done it. I'm sure he's had his fill of cotton candy, Bob.
I'm sure he has. I hope they had the DVR going at home. They'll like that. That'll be a nice little deal to look back over the years.
Well, if not now, there's always a replay of the game.
That's right. Yeah, you're right home.
One and one to Bogusevic. Bogusevic had a base hit, stole a base, scored a run in the 2nd inning, and struck out looking in the 3rd, rather swinging in the 3rd, looking in the 5th. He's had one of each variety. 1-1 from Juan Cruz. And that's a strike. Bogusevic hitting .218 currently. Pirates will have Sutton, McCutchen, and Jones. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the bottom of the 7th. A 1-run game here at PNC Park. Oh, on the outside corner, he got him looking. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros in the top of the 7th inning. And Juan Cruz with a pair of punch-outs. It's stretch time at PNC Park, middle of the 7th. Astros with a 6-5 lead. We're going to keep you here, give you some of the sights and sounds of the 7th inning stretch.
Fans, it's time for the 7th inning stretch. We invite you now to stand, follow the bouncing Eaton Park Smiley Cookie, and join everyone watching at home on Root Sports as we sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
More great shots from the AGH cam tonight. To tell the story. Let's go Bucks. Trailing 6-5. We go to the bottom of the 7th along with Paul Alexander and Bob Walk. I'm Tim Everett. Glad you're watching Pirates baseball with us. Matt Downs has entered the game for Houston at 3rd base, and the new pitcher, right-hander Brandon Lyon. Lyon will face Drew Sutton, Andrew McCutchen, and Garrett Jones in the Pirate half of the 7th inning.
Pretty good numbers for Lyon. But this is where you'd like to make a move. Get the middle of the lineup up. See if Sutton can set the table.
Sutton take a strike. Thought about offering. Stopped. But called a strike. 2 for 3 tonight for Sutton, who was not originally in the starting lineup. Originally, Jones was in right field. McGee was at first and Alvarez at third, but Pedro's legs were not ready to go. And a late change in the lineup, and then Sutton sent out to right field. Jones went to first, McGee over to third. But Pedro, who did appear in this game as a pinch hitter in the 6th inning, came up with a 2-run single. Andrew McCutchen lurking on deck. 1-2. And Sutton down on strikes. Off-speed pitch at 78. Got him. Andrew McCutchen, another multi-hit game. Single and a home run tonight.
Center fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Maybe not. Wishful thinking, probably. 28 multi-hit games. That's a strike from Lyon.
Yeah, you like to have McCutchen come up there with somebody on, but don't forget that when McCutchen first came to the big leagues, he wasn't a bad leadoff hitter either. He can set the table for you with that speed.
Hustling down to first base. The throw. Too late. Base hit. A 3-hit night from McCutchen. And the tying runners aboard in the 7th.
Well, a lot of times Kutch doesn't come out of the box real quick. A real big, hard swing that he normally has. But twice now tonight, he's been able to get out of the box real fine. He finished that swing leaning forward toward first base, and that got him maybe a half a step quicker. And he needed it all.
It's his first hit off Lyon. He was 0 for 4 against Brandon Lyon prior to that at bat.
Look at that number.
21 comeback wins. Tied for second most in the National League, trying to make it 22 tonight. Jones hitting .267. Garrett 1 for 3 in the ball game tonight. A single and a run scored last inning. And Lyon set.
And work him away.
Jones swings, hammers it deep to right field, and the Pirates lead it 7-6. A 2-run shot by Garrett Jones. Holy smokes!
Trying to work him away, and Lyon couldn't get it out there. He missed his spot by a bunch, got it down and in, and Garrett Jones likes it down and in. And that ball now could be wet. That got over everything.
12th home run. Jones now with a dozen. And the Pirates have their first lead of the ball game. They want a curtain call. Walker's giving him the time. There we go. Way to go, G. Jones.
He's going to have to. That's what they're going to have to do. Curtain calls from now on. They're going to have to go up and give the Zoltan to the crowd. How cool will that be? The place would go crazy.
A no-doubter off the bat of Garrett Jones.
He likes that ball down and in. They were trying to keep it away from him just because they're afraid of the home run ball. And Lyon missed the outside corner by quite a bit.
They all knew it.
Amazing stuff, isn't it?
1-2 to Walker.
There it is again. Look at that spot. Down and in. You saw Snyder go to his backhand, but the ball never got there.
Garrett knew he got it.
That ball clears the back fence. Somebody tries to put the glove up for the catch. Nope. Didn't make it. Ball cleared everything.
G.I. Jones 1 day shy of Independence Day. For his 12th home run. RBIs 35 and 36 for Garrett. 12th hit for the Bucks as well. They're even in the hit column now. And Walker swings and goes down on strikes. Ryan has come in and struck out 2 now after giving up an infield single to Andrew McCutchen. And then the 2-run bomb to Jones. Just shows you about speed for McCutchen now doing his Jones impersonation.
Down and in. Kutch knows where that pitch was. Down and in.
How close is he?
That's pretty good.
Casey McGee, the batter, takes low. Pretty loose group.
Oh, it's great to win. Great to win. The chemistry down in that clubhouse dugout couldn't be better. Guys, all of them just truly pulling for each other on every pitch. Might be somebody that you're actually in competition with for playing time. It doesn't matter. Everybody pulling hard for everybody else to do well when it's their turn. That's a winning team. That's a winning attitude.
Not to get too far ahead, but if the Pirates win, Bob, they'll be 8 games over 500. You remember when the last time the Pirates were 8 games over 500?
1992 would be my guess.
The last day of the regular season in 1992.
No, they were way over.
And a ground ball to second base. And McGee is out.
No, they were 92, won 96 games.
Yeah, 96 and whatever makes 8. Anyway, Jones with the 2-run home run. And the Pirates in front 7-6 after 7. Our PNC achievement tonight for the achiever in you, well, just happened. That just happened. Garrett Jones, a 2-run bomb, out of here. And the Pirates have their first lead of the night, 7-6, heading into the 8th. Time for some grilled cheese.
Yes, indeed.
Pirates record when leading after 7 innings this year, 36-0.
HR. That's a great sight. They were giving the Z for the Zoltan earlier.
Oh, they got it down. It really has not worked since Thursday in Philadelphia.
Sure, he's strong and feeling good right now.
Facing Chris Snyder.
Just make sure he pounds the strike zone. Sometimes you can be a little too strong coming out of that bullpen and affect your control a little.
Down to third base, backhand stop by McGee. Hey, throws him out. Oh, what a play by Casey McGee.
Hit a couple sparklers last night and starts off the 7th with a big one. Got to guard that chalk line this time of the game. 1-run lead. You're playing no doubles. Nothing gets by you. Long throw right on the money.
Terrific work by Casey McGee. Baker likes it as well.
There's 1 out. Need 2 more. Inning is in 3rd, just like cooking a grilled cheese sandwich. It's just now starting to melt a little bit. The cheese, you can see it start to get soft.
Hold up.
2 outs is when the bread, on the bottom is starting to get that nice brown. Time to flip it over.
I see.
3rd out, ready to eat.
I see. What kind of bread you using?
I gotta go with a nice piece of sourdough.
Yeah. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Sourdough's good. How about wheat bread?
Oh, it's a little too healthy for me.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, at least you're honest. I mean, the guy who sat here and inhaled a thing of cotton candy earlier in the game.
It's all made out of
But
wheat.
it was
Anyway.
silent. We couldn't hear you eating it. So.
Isn't it all made out of wheat anyway?
What, cotton candy?
No, bread.
Bread? Oh, yeah.
It's all wheat bread.
Yeah, it's like cheating in baseball. It's all certain degrees of wheat. Certain degrees of cheating in baseball. 7-6 Pirates, top of the 8th, 1 down, bases empty. Jason Grilli pitching to Matt Downs. Got an 0-2 count on it. He struck him out.
Flip it over on the other side now. It's almost done.
Put a lot of butter on the sourdough.
Oh yeah, real butter, not that fake stuff.
Cheese at the knees from Grilli.
Definitely some cheese right there. He's always has it. He's about as consistent with his velocity as anybody we got. Always the same.
Great looking night.
There's some cheese.
For Pittsburgh. Moon's made out of cheese.
Yeah.
Same color tonight. Jordan Schaefer. Takes ball 1. There's only a few people who can dispute that it's not made of cheese. Guys who walked on.
Did they taste it?
Don't know.
Then they don't really know.
Strike to Schaefer. Well, they bring moon rocks back.
But, well, I was going to explain that.
Okay.
I mean, how many millions of miles is that? The cheese petrifies by the time you get it home.
I see. Yeah, it's always always gotten a reason. Pops up the bunt.
Somebody get, it's going to be back.
That's strike 2, 1-2. Snack time. 8th inning feeding.
Not a big fan of that 2-out bunt late in the game, down by a run.
Jason Grilli pitching to the center fielder Jordan Schaefer. 2-2.
Almost like admitting, I can't hit a double. I better just bunt. Now, if you're a real fast guy, a premier base stealer type, that's a good play because you can bunt your way on, then steal second, get yourself in the scoring position.
Struck him out. 1, 2, 3.
Tanit.
It's grilled cheese time. Getting set for hammer time pretty soon. Anybody with some cotton candy for Bob? Cotton candy to the bottom of the 8th.
Now the league stress, cause the Bucks are the best. All black jersey, P on the left chest. And El Pettit, we won't accept less. Pittsburgh, in the Phillies, we hammer it, goes down. When you in the place, give it space, in your face. Look at your walk out, this is how we get down. Not your imagination, this is real. Can you feel it? Used to call it still sitting, now they call it black.
Garrett Jones, 2-run bomb in the 7th has put the Pirates in front 7-6. Pretty good inning for Jason Grilli. 2 strikeouts, faced 3 men. Had some help with the leather of Casey McGee. Chris Snyder had a shot down the left field line that McGee snared and then jumped up and threw out Snyder. Bottom of the 8th inning, and Ron Barajas swinging and missing. Strike 1. And the Lion remains on to pitch for the Astros in the 8th. Joel Hanrahan. We expect to see him in the 9th for the Bucks. Strike 2 to Barajas. Eric Fryer in the on-deck circle. He would hit in the pitcher's spot. Pitcher's spot due up next. It's the 8th spot. That's where Alvarez came in to pinch hit. And then Cruz was reinserted in that spot in the batting order. Popped up, foul ground. Carlos Lee will handle it. One gone for the Bucks in the 8th. All-star voting isn't over quite yet. You can vote for the final player for each league roster from now until Thursday. Go to Pirates.com, cast your all-star game. Final vote for the final 2 all-stars for the game in Kansas City. Vote at Pirates.com or on your mobile phone. Chipper Jones, incidentally, has been added to the National League roster, so he's off that list. He takes the place of Matt Kemp, who officially pulled out today. And Would not be surprised now to see Bryce Harper pick up a bunch of votes from the Washington Nationals. He said earlier this week that he would vote for Chipper.
I'm glad that Chipper's going to be on the team. I think that's a neat thing. We were talking about last night, if you could make a change to the way things are, it would be kind of neat to have one spot reserved for a Chipper Jones type player. I was talking about when I went with my kids and watched a All-Star game, Three River Stadium, and Ozzie Smith was out there, even though he didn't have the great numbers, and how neat that was to sit there with my kids and talk about Ozzie Smith's great career and how good he was. And you know, Chipper Jones, he's not having an all-star type year, but you know, the way his career has been, I mean, Hall of Famer, it would be just it just would not be right to not have him at that game playing in his last season.
And Chipper Jones may play his very last baseball game in the major leagues right here at PNC Park. The season ends on October 3rd here, and the Pirates have a 12:35 game against the Atlanta Braves. The hammer getting loose. Now a two-time All-Star. He'll be heading to Kansas City for the Midsummer Classic.
Voted in by his peers.
2-2 to Eric Fryer, pinch hitting in the 8th spot. 1 out. 3-2 now.
Yeah, that might be the most satisfying way of getting into the All-Star game, even though you're not starting. Being voted in by your peers, by the other players. I mean, it's showing you a lot of respect.
Cutchin heading there as well. Now also a two-time All-Star. Payoff pitch popped up. Altuve calling for it. And the first-time All-Star makes the catch. 2 down for the Pirates in the bottom of the 8th. Garrett Jones has had the big swing that's changed this one. He had one last night as well. Back-to-back nights with 2-run home runs.
Garrett, it's his 10th multi-RBI game of the year.
David had a big pinch hit. 2-run single on a 3-2 pitch in the 6th inning. Made it a 1-run game at 6-5.
Kind of odd not seeing the hat pulled way down.
Well, at the beginning of the game, we showed you Bob's Rivers Casino tips to win.
Well, I missed one tonight. AJ's not going to get number 10, but Jonesy got number 10. And hopefully, with 3 outs to go, hopefully we'll be 1 win closer. Wouldn't that be something?
Pirates looking for their 44th victory tonight.
These guys are playing some kind of baseball.
Ground ball to first. Lee wins the foot race. Pirates gone in order in the bottom of the 8th inning. It's hammer time here at PNC Park. Pirates up by a run.
Pirates baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Jeep. Visit Jeep.com. By AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. And by Levin Furniture and the all-new Levin Mattress Stores. For a great deal on a new bed, shop Levin's. Let's go Bucks!
Take a look at our Nissan Road ahead. Early tomorrow, Kevin Correa against Dallas Keuchel, and then Jeff Karstens and Bud Norris on Thursday in the series finale. This 4-game set. That's our Nissan Road ahead. On the 4th of July game. Make sure you tune in for that. We've got a great military salute. Lots of great things planned. And Joel Hammerhand has some great things planned. The Hammer trying to lock this one down and get a victory for the Pirates. They lead 7-6. Top of the 9th inning. 2, 3, and 4 for Houston. Altuve, Lowry, and Carlos Lee. Second year in a row, Joel Hammerhand has had 20 saves prior to the All-Star break. Altuve tonight with a double and a run scored. Also driven in a run. Takes the ball. Pirates are looking to complete their 22nd comeback win of the year. Pedro had a hand in it with a 2-run single in the 6th. Altuve to center field. Over toward right center is McCutchen. One down.
That was a great ball game last night. In a way, they get 2 more outs. This one might even be more satisfying. Coming from a 6-2 deficit.
Looking to get to 8 games over 500. A win here. They pick up a half game on Cincinnati with the Reds playing in LA later. Last night the Reds pulled off a win, 8-2 over the Dodgers. Cardinals are down right now on the top of the 7th at Busch Stadium with the Colorado Rockies 3-2. Milwaukee has won in extra innings, 13-12 over Miami. Since 2011, goal right there among the league leaders. Two and 1. 95 on the fastball that time from Hanrahan. Home runs tonight by McCutchen and Jones. Pirates have homered in a season high 11 straight games. Pirates also looking to extend their home record to 25-13, 12 over 500 at home. And looking for their 18th win against 11 losses against Central Division foes. Lots of good numbers to throw out. 3-1 is low ball 4. The tying run aboard now in the 9th.
Last couple 3 miles an hour. I thought Joel would come out really bringing it tonight. Been out there for so long.
Carlos Lee, double play candidate. Grounded into one in the 4th inning. It's grounded into 7 this year. 1 out, top of the 9th. Pirates 7, Astros 6. Slider got him to swing.
I think what happened right there was that Lee got in the batter's box guessing, well, he just walked somebody. I think he's going to come at me with a fastball. So I'm going to guess. And he guessed wrong. He got the slider way out in front.
Give him another one.
Your guess is as good as Lee's.
No, that was a fastball.
No, he was wrong. There's times where you take a shot, you guess, knowing that if you guess wrong, it's not going to hurt you. You're going to see another pitch anyway.
In the air to left, Gorkis Hernandez underneath it. 2 gone for the Astros in the 9th.
And that one didn't travel very far. That was a slider. Got out on the end of the bat a little bit. Watch this bat that slides right out to the end of the bat. So even though it had the nice trajectory, nothing on it. Just a routine flyout.
Brad Mills will send up a pinch hitter. Backup catcher Jason Castro. Castro is 0 for 2 in his career against Hanrahan. 1 out away from taking the first 2 games of this 4-game set. Taking 2 of 3 from the Cardinals, splitting a 4-gamer with the Phillies on the road trip. A pretty good road trip, 4 and 3. And now starting off a homestand, 1-0, trying to go to 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. The count to Castro. First is Jed Lowry. 2-0 pitch. Hammerhead way behind 3-0. Three amigos. Hammerhead ready to go on the 3-0 pitch. There for a strike.
2 more.
Well, we hope you're planning on joining us tomorrow afternoon as well. 1:35 first pitch. 1 o'clock for Pirates pregame here on Root Sports. On the 4th of July. And now the Astros down to their final strike tonight. The count is full on Castro. Everybody's up. Hanrahan facing Castro. Full count, 2 outs. The payoff pitch. We'll cue it up again. Lowry was on the move. He represents the game's tying run. Jones playing close to the bag. Hanrahan set to go. And a 3-2 pitch. Right field, a base hit. That's a tough spot. Sutton will track it down. Here comes Lowry to the plate. And the ball game is tied at 7. A blown save for Joel Hanrahan. 1 strike away from putting away the Astros. A double by Jason Castro scores Lowry from first base. And knocks it all up.
You play no doubles, but sometimes they can hit a ball to your inside and still get it down in the corner if it's got a little hook on it, and that's what happened there. Jones on the line, and normally if he's playing his normal position, that's right at him. But he's playing no doubles to try and prevent exactly what happened. His foot is almost on the chalk. He does not want anything to get, inside him in the chalk line to get in that corner.
I want to know to J.D. Martinez. To center field, fairly deep on the run. McCutchen, he's to the track, makes the catch. And we'll go to the bottom of the 9th inning. A blown save for Hanrahan gives up the game's tying run. Not too pleased with what went on. He walked Jed Lowry, and Lowry ended up scoring. A 3-2 pitch with 2 outs, 1 strike away from ending the ball game, and a pinch hit double in the right field corner by Castro. And with the runner Lowry on the move, he was able to get all the way around to tie the game at 7.
That right field thing again. That's been the area of all the action so far in this series. Everything is happening to right. The home runs are going over there. Extra base hits. And that one hurt.
So Pirates can get a run this inning. They'll pick up Hanrahan, get him a win. Wesley Wright, the left-hander, comes on. He'll face Gorkis, Hernandez, Drew Sutton, and Andrew McCutchen. Bottom of the 9th, all knotted up at 7.
Hernandez was hitting left-handers pretty well down at AAA.
He takes a strike.
Going to be very happy to see McCutchen hitting off the left-hander.
Hernandez made his major league debut on the 21st of May. Struck out as a pinch hitter against the Mets' Johan Santana. 268 in AAA. That's his average. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gorkis Hernandez had to come in midway through the ballgame. Alex Presley left with concussion-like symptoms after he dove for a sinking liner off the bat of Jed Lowry in the 4th inning. Sutton is on deck. Sutton with a pair of hits tonight. Well, the Pirates hoping to win it in walk-off fashion. bit more dramatic. Well, Hernandez down on strikes. He's 0 for 3.
He had a breaking ball that almost in the same spot as the pitch before that he was able to lay off, but not this time. Right at the top. We need a hero. Who's going to be the hero?
Drew Sutton would like to be. Switch hitter batting right-handed, takes a strike. Andrew McCutchen on deck. Maybe he'll be the hero tonight. Garrett Jones has been somewhat of a hero the last couple of games. 2-run home run in the 7th gave the Pirates a 7-6 lead. One to Sutton. In the air to center. Well hit. This ball going back. It is gone! A walk-off winner for Drew Sutton. And the Pirates win it in the bottom of the 9th. 8-7.
Look at that. They just keep finding a way. A different guy all the time. Sutton, the new guy.
Welcome to the bag, Drew Sutton.
That is amazing.
The Pirates have now won 6 of their last 7. They're 8 games over 500. 44-36.
You know, we were talking about about half inning ago, or at least I was, that this game, in a way, would be a more satisfying victory. Well, that's before they tied it up. But I had no idea that it was going to be a walk-off home run here at home in front of the home fans. Another long ball. What a story that's becoming with this team, even here at home now.
Drew Sutton, a home run to dead center field, wins it here for the Pirates. 8-6. He's standing by with Paul.
Thank you very much, guys. Drew, obviously it doesn't get much better than that. How do you feel right now?
Trying to catch my breath.
Get a towel over here. Funny way to show appreciation. Well, we're a little wet, got a little shaving cream on us, but right now I would imagine you're probably the happiest man in this ballpark.
Wow. That,
Could you tell us about the pitch? What did you see and what pitch did you hit?
it was a slider. Trying to hit fastball, get something good to hit. And, man, that's not usually where I go yard at. That's not usually where I hit homers.
This pitching staff has been so unbelievable. AJ didn't have his best night. Joel rarely does what he did. Do you guys feel offensively sometimes you have to pick those guys up?
Yeah, I mean, that's what good teams do. Pitching struggles, the hitting picks them up, and when the hitting struggles, the pitching picks it up, and it's playing pretty well right now, so it's makes it a lot of fun to come to the park.
They had a 6th spot on the board. You guys really had to battle back the entire night. This offense right now, starting in June, I don't imagine you feel like any deficit is too big.
I mean, it's like you said, it's early July, and we're just gonna come to the park and play hard and get some support from the fans and see what happens.
I guess the water and the shaving cream, do you feel like an official part of the team right now?
I've felt like a part since I got here, man. The guys have been awesome, and this just caps it off.
Well, Drew, go get dried off. Congratulations. Great job.
Thank you.
All right, that is Drew Sutton. Let's send it back to Tim Neverett.
All right, thank you very much, Paul Alexander. Drew Sutton, the hero tonight. A walk-off winner to dead center field, his first as a Bucco. Wide-eyed Drew Sutton. And Sutton running on air right there. And the Pittsburgh Pirates with an 8-7 win here tonight. The bench knew it. Drew Sutton feeling it right now. Sometimes you got to pay a little price. But wait, there's more.
Hey, Tim, we pointed this out before too. Look who the guy is out of the clubhouse, out of the dugout, to deliver the pie in the face. He had a bad night tonight. It wasn't what we normally see, but he knows his leadership role is extremely important on this team. He puts that all aside. He's got to be the guy to go out there and take care of business with Sutton. I mean, that's I can't say enough really at this point for what AJ has done for this club. Not necessarily between the lines. He's been great out there, obviously, but the pride that he has brought to this club in that clubhouse is something special.
They're going home happy from PNC Park tonight. A walk-off winner. Drew Sutton, the home run. Pirates now 44-36. 8 games over 500. Let's go to the